Remember last week that I said that Kobe Bryant was one of the 10 greatest NBA players ever?
Right.
You say a lot of things.
I want to change that.
To what?
He's one of the 5 greatest ever.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So all of you guys know I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, a huge basketball fan. But in the last few years since Kobe retired, I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff in the media. You know, a lot of talking heads in the media when it came, you know, to Kobe's ranking all-time and all-time greats as far as who are the best basketball players in the history of basketball. To my surprise, I thought that when Kobe retired, I thought everyone would see him the way that most of us basketball fans do, as at least one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. But to my surprise, a lot of people had him in the lower top, you know, in the lower top 10, and they ranked certain people that I believe that was much better than Kobe, much higher than Kobe Bryant. So that came as a surprise to me. So it made me begin to wonder, what's the reason that people were doing this to Kobe Bryant? Why was some people not willing to give him his just due? And I realized that a lot of people that had this, you know, that were ranking him the way that they do, always felt that way about him. But when he was really healthy and he was doing well and he was winning championships, it was really hard for these guys to really come out and really state what they felt, because it would go against the popular demand of the popular, let's say, thought of what most people were thinking, because it's hard to go against a guy that scores 81 in a game, or a guy that wins 5 championships with 2 finals MVPs, a guy that leads the league in scoring 2 times, a guy that's been on 10 all first defensive teams. It's hard to go against that guy and say he's not one of the top 5 players of all time. And when he's healthy, it was a pretty hard case for a lot of people to do. The moment Kobe ruptured his Achilles, that's when you saw a lot of people coming out of the woodworks and actually saying the things that they were saying about him, because I believe that gave them sort of the precedence to be able to speak poorly about him, because they knew that after he ruptured his Achilles at the age of 35, we all knew that it was going to be really hard pressed for him to have the same performance he was having up until that point at age 34, when he was averaging about 27 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, and virtually 6 assists a game, and shooting one of his highest career field goal percentages up until that point. And that's where the whole term where they came up with Vino, because they couldn't believe how at that age Kobe Bryant was still out there dunking and doing all these amazing things and leading the Lakers all the way back into the playoffs, right up until he got into that injury and tore out his Achilles 2 games before going into the playoffs. Eventually, that team ended up making the playoffs, but Kobe was never the same, and people never looked at him the same way again. And unfortunately, since that point, people have been saying that, you know, been ranking Kobe, in my opinion, unfairly when it comes to all-time rankings.
Wait a minute. This isn't my world. Disappointed!
But the interesting thing, though, is that when you go into the history books and you look at what other professional basketball players have said about Kobe Bryant, all of them seem to rank him in their top 10, and some of them go as far as even ranking Kobe Bryant in their top 2 greatest players of all time, right behind Michael Jordan. That's right, I said it. Some of your favorite basketball players have ranked Kobe Bryant number 2 behind Michael Jordan.
You might say traumatized.
And it's not something that you normally hear coming out of media talk heads, because I believe a lot of them don't really like Kobe Bryant because maybe he wasn't that personable or in his early days in his career. But as the years went on, you saw that, especially after he tore his Achilles in the last year of his career, you saw him smiling more and really opening up to the media, to media members, and letting people see him for who he is with his personality. Is one of the reasons why Charles Barkley said he's really happy that Kobe Bryant is allowing people to see another side of him instead of just a stone cold assassin on the court that would be willing to rip out an opponent's heart to win a game. But for me, what I've noticed is that a lot of professional players have said that Kobe Bryant, in fact, was the greatest player of this era, and they have him ranked, a lot of them have him ranked in their top 5. Now, contrary to what a lot of people may think, a lot of people seem to think in the media, in the public, seem to think that somehow LeBron is a better basketball player than Kobe Bryant, when in reality he never was, and LeBron himself has admitted that on many different occasions. So before I go too far into this, I want you guys to sit back and watch and listen to how many players have ranked Kobe Bryant in their top 5 and ranked him as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So take a listen to what they had to say about Kobe Bryant.
My top 5 is MJ, Kobe, Easy Kobe.
Easy, number 2 ever.
Exactly.
I don't even want to say number 2. It's like they just up here with
man,
each other.
bro. Like
not in greatness, but in terms of skill.
Man, it's MJ.
But when we talk about Kobe Bryant, I never thought I would say it playing against Michael Jordan for so long. But Kobe Bryant, at the end of the day, Dan, because you think I'm a punk, will go down as the greatest basketball player that has ever lived.
Who would you say your top 5 is?
Mike.
And if you can put them in the order.
Mike, obviously.
Yeah.
1. Kobe, 2. Shaq, 3. Hakeem. I would say Hakeem, 4. And Magic.
Ooh. Making the playoffs or going home first round?
He was still killing.
He was the best
That's what I'm
player
saying.
in the
Like,
world.
He was still killing. That's how I look at
Like
it.
I'm talking about, he going
It's
home
just a
first
skill
round
level.
to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Everybody in the league know that Kobe was the best player in the
When
world.
I say the best, when I look at these dudes, I'm like, this dude is unguardable.
That's
by
why
anybody on the floor, I think he's the best guy walking on this court right now.
That's one. My top 5 is MJ, Kobe, Easy Kobe.
Easy, number 2 ever.
Exactly.
I don't even want to say number 2. It's like they just up here with
Man,
each
bro, like it,
Not in greatness, but in
Yeah.
terms of skill. To
man, it's MJ. It's MJ.
You know, I think that he's the best late game shooter we have in the NBA. He's not afraid. As a matter of fact, he almost demands a ball. And people a lot of times say, well, you know, he's more gifted and he's more skilled. Sure he is. But you also have to have courage to do that. And I think the other thing that most people don't know is that a lot of times it's easier to score like that because people are afraid to foul you. And he's a great free throw shooter, and he's going to make the free throws.
Remember last week that I said that Kobe Bryant was one of the 10 greatest NBA players ever?
Right.
You say a lot of things.
I want to change that.
To what?
He's one of the 5 greatest ever.
Wow.
Michael's first, Oscar Roberts second. This is just my opinion.
Okay.
Bill Russell's third.
Okay.
Wilt Chamberlain 4, and Kobe Bryant's 5.
So he's better than Larry Bird.
Yes.
And Magic Johnson.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's the best player in the NBA?
Kobe Bryant,
Better than you?
I would have to say right now. He's a really, really good player. Individually, he has some of the best skills that the NBA has ever seen in history. And he's shown year after year after year why he continues to be one of the best players in our league.
And see, just there you have it. This is not coming from me. I realize that a lot of people are going to watch this video and look at the comment section and say, hey, you're a Kobe fan. Now, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really easy to dispute me, but it's going to be really hard to dispute some of the greatest players of all time. So if you have to go against them and make your case, by all means do so. But in this video, it's not coming from my mouth. It's coming from some of the greatest basketball players and some of Kobe Bryant's contemporaries who have played against him and played against a lot of the current active players. And they're giving you their own professional feedback on who they think, you know, the greatest player is of all time and where they think Kobe Bryant ranks in the lore of basketball. So I wanted to make this video just to give Kobe Bryant his just due, because I don't see a lot of people actually doing this, and I think that I think it was a great opportunity for us to do so. Again, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when more content comes out. Once again, this is Charles from DreamersPro, wishing you guys a great day. Peace.